Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games and welcome to part 7 of my Union of Socialist American States campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. Where we last left off, I was trying to decide who Foster's second command was going to be. Now, even though John Ballum gives me that extra factory output and political power gain, that's so sweet, I decided to go with J. Fox, even though I believe this is going to put my stability into the negatives. But Jay Fox and Foster were really close friends in real life. In fact, Jay Fox's ex-wife would end up remarrying William Foster, which you might be saying, well, that doesn't sound like they'd be friends then. Apparently, they kept it pretty amicable and stayed friends for basically the rest of their lives. So there you have it. Anyway, we are reconstructing still. Let's see how the production is going. It's been a little while. My finals have come and gone since I've been working on this. Okay, yeah, we have the heavy tanks almost ready to go, but we were going to go after Cuba. Is this war ready? No, we got to get to February 6th. So we've got our 11 divisions down here. Is that going to be enough? I feel like it is to deal with Cuba. They've only got 8 there. Yeah, we have our Steel Fist. We've got a few motorized divisions here. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I think we have everybody getting ready to head over to France. Detroit Tigers win. The Tigers have won the game. The final game was close, but Hank Greenberg, known as the Hebrew Hammer, scored the final home run in the final inning, securing the win for the Detroit Tigers and making it so they won the 1940 World Series. Go Tigers! Cool. I have to tell my buddy who's a Tigers fan that I was playing an ahistorical video game and the Tigers won the 1940 World Series. He'll be very pleased about that. Paul Robeson. Didn't we already get this event pop up? Incidentally, I think Paul Robeson is a minister we can get at some point. He's somewhere in here, I think. Yeah, it's interesting. A couple of weeks ago, I saw a post somebody was making, and they're saying, you know, Paul Robeson should be included in the CSA's lore. Here he is. He's right there. And it's always like, so you just learned about some leftist thinker, and I just realized that sounds really rude, but it's like, basically a lot of people who play Kaiserreich, they learn about a historical figure. This happens constantly. It's been happening for years. They then tell the Kaiserreich developers, you should incorporate this figure that I just learned about. And they already have. It happens every time. Okay. Anyway, Paul Robeson took a break from acting to pursue social causes in the past year. He's greatly expanded his popularity with a powerful voice and strong support for international syndicalism. Robeson has become the Marian Anderson of socialists in America. Just like Anderson before him, he's chosen to embark on a world tour to spread his music and support for African American rights to Europe. His stops include the Union of Britain, Commune of France, and the Socialist Republic of Italy. These European audiences, while in contact with the other wider world, still find the attraction of black singers to be exotic. Okay, so another thing I gotta do before I forget, even though I'm really short on artillery equipment, it must be done. We're gonna... Wait a second. Let me make sure I'm switching it to the right one. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with just the plain infantry divisions. Also, how's the artillery? We got a ton in there. How long is this gonna take? 71 days to fill up. We gotta do this anyway, though. Let's switch this over. And you guys also switch over. Great. Alright. Now, they want... Oh, the Helvetic Commune is involved in the war. Nice. Yep, sure enough. You see, that is always really nice for France to get, because look, they were just able to get right around the west wall of Germany because Switzerland was able to help. It happens every time. Well, not every time, but... happens pretty frequently, I should say. Who's justifying on me? The Kingdom of France is justifying against us. That must mean the Internationale as a whole. Whoops, thought I was paused. Oopsie. Alright, too far ahead of time on those tanks. Can't really do any more of the hospital stuff. So, let's grab the half-track car for right now. Okay, how much longer are we waiting on this? About a week. Yeah, 1 week, and we're going to take Cuba, and we're going to get our hands on all that delicious chromium. Looking forward to it. Well, Smedley Butler's ready for an upgrade. Well, let's see if there's anybody else we can give it to first. Let's see, we got our resident tank guy here. I'm thinking charismatic, offensive doctrine, yeah. There we go. That'll do just fine. Who else is ready for an upgrade? Is that about it? Okay. Got some decisions available, which, oh yeah, I don't think I wanted to do any of these, but there we go. We can now attack Cuba. Alright, let's hit it. Okay, no. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Here we go. Need you guys to go directly for Havana. So, the good news is we don't have to worry about Canada anymore. Yeah, the Entente is dead. We can take them out piece by piece, everybody else in the world. So the Dominion of India is going to have a very, very hard time uniting the rest of the continent. In fact, it's just probably plain old not going to happen. Unfortunately, the CNT FAI is on its last legs. Longists are still slaughtering people because they're big old jerk faces. And we cannot do... we don't have the war support to do a lot of this other stuff. But we're going to get a fair amount off the reconstruction, including probably most importantly the population that's gonna come to us. All right, the Third International seems to be doing kind of okay. It looks like they're having trouble advancing. I'm seeing a lot of red bubbles, but they've gotten past the initial wall. They're a little bit in Germany. Germany's a little bit in them. I think it'll work out. They just better, yeah, they need to be holding on. Sardinia is actually already at war with them, interestingly enough. But it looks like then France is watching Marseille. Not really, but I think it's going to work out. Power struggle within the ranks. Here's where the fun begins. I hope that I remembered to put a new thumbnail by the time we get here. I'm not sure what it's going to be, though. William Z. Foster and Earl Browder have long viewed each other as the enemy to the people, but just as much a stepping block to their own power. As the revolution has come to an end, their struggle has taken on new heights. How this shall end is hard to say, though some are fearing what will happen should they take power. This could be bad. Alright, so I don't think I'm able to... yeah, long-term planning is not as sweet as the next war, which is a really damn good focus. So I don't think we're going to do any of these. We could start to go deal with some of these, like, economic policy sorts of stuff. We could defend the revolution, creating the CIA. But... defend the revolution. Okay, I think we might do that. Although, I need to activate the trials. I only wanted to do the USAS focus so I could quickly join the war. But there's no good reason for me to not go down here to the trials, at least. After that, we're probably going to wait on the social revolution and stuff so we could focus on the economic policies and things like that and start coming down here to purging the reactionaries. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff around here that I want to get my hands on, but let's deal with the feds first. Okay. So, looks like my units are almost there. Let's get you guys training because, frankly, you're just terrible. Let's see how it's going down here in Cuba. Looks pretty good to me. Not really having any sort of troubles. Well, maybe a little bit of troubles. We're having some attrition issues. What are you doing? What? What is going on with the Great Khanate? It's getting kind of big. What are you up to? Anyway, it looks... the point is here, I think that France is going to be able to hold on long enough that my men can train while they're overseas, which is going to be a little bit tricky, of course. Artillery, how bad is it? It's going to take about a half a year for them to be ready. So, I think I've got way too much invested in motorized right now. Way more than I need. And I suppose I should... whoa, what's going on? It froze on me. Please don't crash. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Well, while we're waiting, let's talk about Towards Soviet America. So Towards Soviet America... oh, well, looks like we're good now. Well, Towards Soviet America is a book that William Foster wrote in real life, which you can find for free online, by the way. Go to Marxist.org, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's for free. Like, can you believe that? Why don't they charge for it? Anyway, so I checked out a copy of it from my library, my university library, and I was checking out. Why am I trading for oil? I'm freaking the United States. All right. So in it, he lays out. He wrote this book in 1932, and he lays out a lot of the ideas that he has for rebuilding the country. Finally, yes, let's get to that. Get these cores back. You know, we're down to 10,000 men or so. Where are they going? Where are they going? Why are they all dying or something? Or oh yes, the casualties I'm taking down here in Cuba. Oh well, there's your problem, boo boo. I don't know why I said that. No wonder you can't advance to Havana. See, they're out of manpower as well, so we should be able to make some kind of short work of them. But anyway, a lot of it he talks about, you know, the new world that's going to be created. Capitalism is on its final footsteps, things like that. Why socialism doesn't work, why the USSR is a paradise, and you know some of the stuff he writes in there, it's like it has not aged well at all. Like he's talking about how people are starving in the West, meanwhile every man's got food over in the Soviet Union. But thank you, Papa Stalin. Definitely did not age well since you know the Holodomor was literally happening as he was writing. Let's see, the fall of Havana has happened. There we have it. Cuba's all mine, and more importantly, the chromium is too. So, I don't know if I brought this up before. We're gonna just maintain the military occupation. I don't know if I brought this up before when I was in another episode, but the main goal of this campaign, being that we are the Union of Socialist American States, well, there's a lot of American states here that are not part of our union, so we need to fix that. So that means from Alaska all the way down to, you know, the Patagonias, the very tips of Chile and Tierra del Fuego, all of this will be ours. That is the goal of this campaign. Of course, having some help from the Third International would be very, very nice, so we need to work on that. How bad is the equipment shortage over here? Look at that. They're short about 7,000 men. They don't have any manpower. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is rough. This is a rough one. We probably need to focus more on coring than anything, although these guys are also lowering the recruitable population factor, and they're periodically killing people. So, you know, we can't train these guys while they don't have manpower, so let's just wait. You see, and manpower is the main thing. So we could go down to transformative justice, but maybe I should pick up something that's going to give me some quick political power by defending the revolution. All the forces of capital and reaction are conspiring to destroy the new order. We face not just a war of ideals, but a war of bloody sabotage and shady subterfuge, one that must be won at all costs. Traitors in our own midst, thankfully, can be prosecuted. Oh, thank goodness we can prosecute these people. Yeah, let's do that, because it's also going to increase our popularity, which is also good for political power reasons. Now, whoa! Trial the old government, no leniency for reactionaries for role-playing purposes, because, you know... Oh, and by the way, you might be saying, but conquering history games, Mexico is totalist. Nah, well, you know, they should have no problem just joining then, right? They shouldn't have any problem. Maybe the people will just lay down their arms as they realize how great our way is going to be. So, recruitable population. Of course, we got to get the... we can't do the field hospitals. All right, well, let's at least get the field hospitals in here for right now. Let's do that. And, do we need the anti-tank? Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have it. So, let's do that. We are building some, right? Yeah, we are. We're just going to have a little bit of a shortage. And again, that's fine. It's not a big deal. And we should not need to trade for anything anymore. What law are we on? We're on export focus. That should be fine. And we could always go to limited, but there should be no reason for us to be trading away consumer goods ever. We are still only on partial mobilization, and the thing that sucks about what I'm doing is it's going to take a little while for us to get to that high enough war support. Probably, what would be the best way to do that? Because I got to get up over 50%. Yeah, I think coming back here and doing the transformative justice and destroying Jim Crow is going to be the way to go. But most of all, we got to core, so that's why the second I get this 100 political power, we're going to spend it on doing some more of that coring. But we're coring New England first, which should get us a pretty decent amount of manpower. Communist France is doing okay. I'm afraid that the Socialist Republic of Italy, yep, they are just burning through all their manpower right now. Anyway, I wanted to read you guys this paragraph I thought was particularly eye-catching for me as far as William Z. Foster's ideology goes in his book Towards Soviet America, which in the Kaiserreich world is apparently called Towards Syndicalist America. But that makes sense. Oh yeah, where's my 5th research slot? Damn, it's way down here. Forgot about that. It's so far down. Ugh. It's alright, we'll work it out. Anyway, so here's the paragraph. Quote, communist society, however, will not confine itself to simply to thus developing the objective conditions for a better life. We got some free dockyards. Why have I not been using those? Oh yeah, because I can't pump anything out. Well, we might as well. No, we're not gonna queue anything up because it's just gonna eat up my manpower. All right, get a little bit more. Actually, no, let's wait on that. We're gonna. Where do we want to build more? We want to build more. Let's work on California. Okay. There we go. So, anyway, I'm going to read the full quote. Communist society, however, will not confine itself simply to thus developing the objective conditions for a better life. Especially will it turn its attention to the subjective factor, to the fundamental improvement of man himself. Capitalism's, with its wars, wage slavery, slums, crooked doctors, etc., undermines the health of the race and destroys its physique. Communism, with its healthful dwellings and working conditions, its pure food, physical culture, etc., will make good health, like thorough education, the property of all. Already this is becoming so in the Soviet Union. But this will only be a beginning. Communist society will go farther. It will scientifically regulate the growth of population. It will especially speed up the very evolution of man himself, his brain and body. Capitalism has checked the evolution of the human species if it has not actually brought about a process of race degeneration. But communism will systematically breed up mankind. Already the scientific knowledge is at hand to do this, but it is at present inapplicable because of the idiocy of the capitalist system, its planlessness, its antiquated moral codes, its warp and woof of explanation. Also, Beijing has fallen. So that was a really, Chaplin has outdone himself. That one really caught my eye when I was going through the book. Okay, hold on a sec. Premiere of God Save the Kaiser. Today, Charlie Chaplin has premiered another movie titled God Save the Kaiser. It's a comedy satire. Kaiser Frederick is called the Kaiser Wilhelm II. It ends with the barber being mistaken for the Kaiser and gives a rousing speech where he extols the virtues of goodwill and human brotherhood and gives a strong endorsement for Chaplin's socialist views. Chaplin has outdone himself. Well done, Chaplin. Well done. Obviously, a play on the dictator. Ooh, Germans are having some trouble. They got mountaineers and Marines over here. But it's kind of a stalemate. Like, it looks, Germany's trying to push back. This front line is weird because of Switzerland. So they clearly pushed up here through Switzerland to get over the line. But, like, over here, they've already pushed through the forts, but they can't get through this line. Although Verdun has not fallen, the French will not allow it. Let's see here. What are we going to do next? I don't need to do the rockets. Should I start looking into atomic research? But yeah, that whole breeding up of mankind, I think, is an excellent reason why we should keep working on field hospitals. It seems like it would be a pretty high priority. Was I going with Grand Battle Plan here? Right, because the concept of the art of the officers. And right. I'm remembering now. Okay, so let's pick up the artillery stuff since we have line versions of that, so they might as well be as good as they can. All right, it looks like things are kind of... It looks like France can't advance any further, but Germany can't push them back either. What's the... Yep, that's how it usually is. So France right now is running out of manpower first. That basically always happens. Okay, but we're able to do some more coring now. What's core? What do we got here? Maryland, Georgia, Florida, West Virginia, South Texas. Let's rebuild the south. Yeah. Gotta get those cores. Gotta get a lot going. Now, transformative justice as well. There's just so much stuff to do and not enough political power to ever do it in, it feels like. We got 700,000 people in the field. We still got the fledgling recovery from the Civil War. What's going to help me push that back? See, these increase the stability, but we're going to need a lot more than that to fix our other issues. So what I might do... What I think I might do is we're going to wait on Jim Crow. You know, the state also can use that about as like the internal enemy to create that sort of a rally around the flag thing in addition to the Kaiser. But I think we're going to wait on the Jim Crow because I don't have enough political power to be doing everything I want to do anyway. So maybe right here I should come over to democratic centralism, or this is all stability. Stability, 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 which is nice and all. I don't know, I need war support. I need so many things. Also, we're only a few months away from the election, I believe. Yeah, next election, November 1914. And I know that I'm not talking about Foster and Browder as much as I probably should, but I'm basically mostly just puzzling on how I'm going to work all this out. At least we're almost caught up on all our deficits in equipment. We just need the manpower. That's the problem. And I know I could get political power faster if I didn't take any focuses, but I need to take all these focuses. This is going to probably end up being a pretty deep going game. You know, figuring out when you figure all the wars I got to fight and stuff. Oh, looks like France is going to have to wait on its war with the Third International since the Tuareg Confederation has just risen. Let's see how long it's going to take them to deal with it without, you know, the rest of the Entente to help them. Of course, they're going to win. Actually, no, I think I did once see the Tuareg Confederation win, but that's a unicorn. I see. As soon as the manpower comes, it goes away. Is there maybe a head of military intelligence who could be useful? Supply consumption, political power gain. Actually, that might not be the worst idea. I'll have to think about that. But right now, I'm loving all them green bubbles. Let's take a look at what the casualties are in this war. Come on now. All right, so Germany has lost about 2.74 million, whereas the Socialist Republic of Italy and all their friends have only lost about 1.65 million. And, you know, some of you might also be saying, why aren't you helping them? America first still, you know? The American Union. We're not called the Union of Socialist Global States. We're the American states, you know? We need to get our act together. Plus, what good are we going to be fighting in the war? France knows what's up. Britain knows what's up. They knew what, like, for example, during the First World War, although in this universe, America didn't help, but they knew if they did, they knew the soldiers weren't going to be, you know, magically appearing in France. They needed to be trained and stuff. Uh-oh, things are looking a little bit bad for France right now, though. Oh, boy, getting nervous. 26 days away from getting some more cores. All right, we've got the transformative justice. Now I need to go find some political power. I think I do need to come down here to the democratic centralism. I don't know where else I can get it quickly. The rebel girl's only going to help a little bit. War support's good. But damn, there's just so much to do. Ay. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to get 100 political power if we do reconstruction. That's right. That's right. Okay. Maybe we should stay the course then. And we are in a new bracket of party popularity, so that's helpful. Steve Nelson's hurting me. Maybe I should switch one of these out. More resources, more local manpower, more daily political power gain. I don't know. Maybe... We need to... Because this doesn't do anything. I hate that. So I'm not even getting something on the way, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what? This would be 2 focuses, and at the end of it, I would get 100 political power, and whereas this is going to take 3 focuses for me to get 100 political power. But it's going to also just get done the Jim Crow and America First focuses. So, like, when I do eventually have that political power to spare, I'll readily be able to activate it. I don't have to then go, oh, I have all this political power. What do I do with it? It's because I haven't taken the Jim Crow focus yet. So we are going to head down towards Reconstruction is over. And just keep saving up, and hopefully once the South has been rebuilt, that's going to give us enough recruitable population to really help out here. Which, yeah, I know I should. I also have to get this going, so there's just a lot I need to do. But hold on, France. Hold the frick on. Maybe make a line of some kind. Oh, George Cannon's up for an upgrade. I guess camouflage expert. Yeah, Swiss front is going bad. So is the Italian front. CNT still hanging on. Yeah, because it's only 20 at a time. Seeing the Federalists keep slaughtering people. They're hurting my manpower. Yeah, it's only 20 at a time to do it. It's going to be worth it. Okay. Hang on, France. Hang on. And you know what? Britain's got a big manpower reserve. We could always take it back. We can have a D-Day type situation. Of course, I'd have to evacuate my people over to, you know, they're right outside Paris. And there's an invasion going on. Who's this? The Papal States of all people are invading. Wow. One day. Okay. Fresh set of cores. Nothing's really going on. I got a knack for being wrong. Nothing's really going on. We're gonna need nukes if we have to take Fortress Europa. Defense too, though. Defense. A lot of stuff. Should I just grab Trachtenberg? Trachtenberg, the publicist. I'm guessing because he was a publicist, that's why he gets the extra political power gain. He was on the CPUSA-CCC, aka the Communist Party of the United States of America's Central Control Committee. But CPUSA-CCC is not a mouthful, right? Also was prosecuted during McCarthyism. 0.07. That's not much. It would take like almost 2 years for him to pay for himself. But I need all the political power I can get. Yeah, we're gonna pick him up. We're not gonna make it to the election today. Oh boy, wait a minute, what's going on over here? Looks like the Mongols and their Khanates are attacking Russia. Should be interesting to see how that plays out. Oh, it's not playing out at all. It's bad. It's bad for them. Okay, if I didn't know better, I would say the manpower is not going to Europe like it's supposed to. It says I have a total manpower capability of 1.15. and I have about 750,000 in the field. So why aren't more of them going over? I don't understand it. You're fooling around, I can't stand it. 14,830 short. I feel like I'm missing something here. Anyway, I will see you all in the next episode, in which we should be going to war with the Kaiser. But total manpower. Oh, right, because I think... Wait. Okay, because I think the reason for that is because I have a total manpower of 1.15, but then there's the 49% modifier. So I have less than half of that, which would be less than what I've got in the field available, like, to put in the field. So that minus 40% is killer. But once we're dealing with the terrorists steadily, and like we're gonna get that 100 political power here, that's basically gonna pay for me to continue to fight the terrorists. Not so much the coring though, but you know, each time it takes like 100 days, I think. Every time I click the button. So like the 100 is gonna, yeah. What I might do with the 100 is just keep coring something immediately, but then I got lots of juggle is what I'm saying. I've been saying it repeatedly. You all are probably sick of it. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me. I will see you all in the next episode. You all have yourselves a wonderful day. Goodbye.